they'll actually ban the Renata away from Kellen.
Makes sense. He's a fantastic
And
Renata.
Twisted Fate top, question mark, incoming. Or Twisted Fate Varus bottom lane?
Twisted Fate where?
And it looks like it's just going to be the Rakan here into Kalista Alistar. I'm not a huge fan of this pick, to be honest with you, Atlas. I feel like it's very fragile. I feel like there's a ton of burst damage. If you get caught on a flank, you are going to die. So you really need to have a lot of control. And what Twisted Fate is often going to give you, set up on objective control, because not only can he push sides really effectively, but he also can, of course, reveal all champions and then flank and set up for a little bit of control himself. So you have to react to Twisted Fate, but then there's also a flanking Rakan.
Is going to have free reign, at least for the next little moment.
Yeah.
And, all right, there's the headbutt back. Kellen in trouble. He's burning down. Willer in position as well, as they don't manage to get the knock-up, and I don't think that anything was really going to come of it anyway. Q going to land as Willer just makes his presence known to celebrate.
And it's just a good play there on the bottom side for Henna and Execute. Execute so good when he can actually have that agency as Showmaker.
All right, Willer is just going to go in. He needs an extra auto, and he's going to find it. The last turret shot doesn't come down, and Willer, it's 2-0, and Fearex just looked transformed in this game.
Yeah. First time ever, by the way, LCK top Twisted Fate, and Kingen is having a great time in the laning phase, knowing the jungler was bottom side, could push this advantage. But Kingen is just sitting on his Doran's Blade, and he is 20 CS up. He is threatening plates with these mini waves crashing through. He's having a good time as Clears has been left on an island by Willer. It's working out so far.
The battle for the Gromp is in. There's the Emperor's Divide, though, onto Closer, who is going to get pulled back. Does have a decent shockwave there, but it's not going to be enough to save him. He will be taken down, so Showmaker gets his revenge.
It's just Lucer comes over as
King gonna have to flash. So he was backing at a pretty weird spot. So 3 versus 1. It's going to be a tough one for King to get out of. Does almost find a gold card, but it's not going to work. He is just in the blender. And which is certainly good news, as now Execute going to have to flash to get out of the way of the Chains of Corruption. Really good reaction time there, as he does go back in. I don't know whether that was necessarily really good. Yeah, that's the really scary part, because the team fighting for Fearex, once they get all of their ducks in a row, it's real scary times. The gold card does come in. Wildcard's going down there as well, as they get the flash out of Clear. Potential fight around this Hextech Drake, and Lucid's not done yet. And now Clear, underneath his turret, he's not going to be safe. The Magnet Storm comes in as Willer. Just a little bit too late. Teleport comes down. There's a shockwave onto both of them. The teleport from Closer, just so incredibly good. The Destiny gets Kingen out of there. But smells that there is something that could be a little dangerous. Now Willer's going to turn up just in time. The quickness comes down, but Closer just gets out of there.
Kellen to prevent him from actually getting anything done with that ult.
Oh, special delivery. There's the Orianna delivered to them. Underneath the turret, though, goes Showmaker. Thank goodness. He's so tanky. May not be taking up, but the Magnet Storm saves his life. Gorgeous play from Willer, and it's a double kill.
Not gonna happen.
Kingen just happily walking out of the way of things. As in goes Kellen, they do manage to find the charm. There's the knockup. See whether he actually has enough damage, as Clear does find the knockup onto Kingen, and is it a double? As he flashes for the blue card, and that is going to be enough to lock it down. But 1 for 1.
The Aatrox on the enemy team of B+ gets 2 kills and the game ends.
Execute. Well, they're going to look for Henna first, as the Flash Emperor's Divide does absolutely nothing. The Magnet Storm is going to be in, though, and that should be enough. As Showmaker, he tanks up a whole bunch of sticks, but they're not pulled out, and it's a double kill for Amy.
No, it doesn't matter necessarily, because now the Varus has 4 kills.
Okay, can Closer act? No, he can't, because Kingen, he has the gold card already. Nice shockwave, but he is not going to, survive this one.
Just really far ahead.
Well, 700 gold going over to Clear.
Charge here in mid lane, as D+ do secure the dragon.
Yep, Execute coming from behind the turret. Is going to try and headbutt them away, but now he's very, very low. Does have the ulti, but Kellen doesn't seem to care too much about that, as the last tick of Ignite will take down the cow. Guys, is that what I'm supposed to do? And they're like, I don't know. And then he's like, it is! And then Henna is going to get caught from underneath the turret. Aiming and Showmaker kind of popping off this game As Lucid gonna get kicked back towards clear out of the sweet spot, which is a little bit of a shame. Magnustorm coming on in as the World Ender comes down, and now Aiming has caught up to them. Execute in position, but the Chains of Corruption are gonna be able to lock down the cow, and Aiming locks down the Aatrox as well. And now Showmaker getting in there with these Sand Soldiers. Willa just trying to safeguard for his life, but the crash down comes in, and he's slowed by the hail of arrows and pierced by the Q. Nicely done there. And it's also, like, it's once again Twisted Fate. We were talking about this yesterday. It is the quintessential win more champion, as Willa, he's in trouble. Kellen looking for the opportunity, gets right on top of the Lee Sin with that quickness, and there is the W-empowered Q. Good flash from Execute, but the Emperor's Divide's better. The Magnet Storm too, as Henna and Closer both just die clear, trying to be the hero, 1,000 gold. But he may go into the grave immediately afterwards. Kingen will turn up in the nick of time. There's the ace, that's gonna be a Baron. And what did they get? They got Aiming. 5 CS, the lead.
Yeah.
My goodness. Twisted Fate is
Plus,
pretty strong.
CF passive, you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So he's got a lot more money as Edge of Night value right there. Gonna block the gold card as now Kellen looking for a flank angle. Showmaker is teleported in. Emperor's Divide hits two, gets them off the Azir. Doesn't quite find the Shifting Sands, but they find Willa regardless. And Showmaker is still chasing them. His frozen heart working as best it can. Shockwave lands onto two, but that's just gonna delay this push forward from D+ with their Baron.
To Void Might army, and it is just going to start ripping through the space.
Oh, okay, Lucid. He's taking a little bit of a journey to the fountain. Not sure whether that one was optimal, as Henna is going to be able to grab that kill.
Alistair the counter to Rel.
Yeah, there we go, nailing it. Chains of Corruption are going to connect here as Closer in trouble. Now ticking down, but does get himself the shield from the safeguard. Pulverize comes in there as Kellen still looking to try and peel. Gets the double knockup for free. Willa dives into it. And that's Kingen locking down the kill onto Henna. And now there is no damage left. There's no opportunity. And look at the cleanup the Destiny Gate gives you. Clear does come back again, and Closer's also respawned, so Showmaker could be in trouble. Oh, never mind, Emperor's Divide comes down, and I stand so corrected. Tank Azir is not balanced even a little bit, Wolf. This is the most ridiculous build I have ever seen, and is way too strong. Someone get Freak on the line. We need, like, it's an emergency. Of the game was then just 1-2 punching VRX out of the series. Yeah. And this was Lucid having a good time.
Yeah, he's just reminding everyone that Alistair is the counter to Rel, and he also beat. He's like, we won though, so it's fine.
Yeah. I forgot that Alistair was here. He wasn't in my lane. But it didn't actually matter. And look at this. We're so used to Azir just not being ludicrously tanky, I guess. I mean, it's all massively fair.
Just so hard. He keeps saying, I'm not dying, I'm not dying. He said in game one as well, he knows this build is strong. He debuts it here in the LCK, and then had a phenomenal performance on the Azir regardless.
And it's really good to